Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates. Today I wanted to talk about something that I think is really important for Star Wars Battlefront 2, especially for the PC platform, or basically almost only for the PC platform, which is the anti-cheat system that they will be using. The one they're using in the current game is really bad, to say the least, and I know you've seen me whine about that during live streams and on Twitter, but it really is horrible. It allows people to hack for months. There's been a guy who has been on my streams, on Normal Dave's streams, among other YouTubers, who basically cheats openly using hacks that allows him to have no cooldown on abilities, one-shot people across the map, and have aimbot and wallhack, of course. And on top of that, if that isn't bad already, he uploads videos of himself hacking on his YouTube channel and showing exactly how he's hacking as well. So it's not like he's trying to hide it. But still, the same guy has been allowed to play this game for months, and Origin's firefight system has not been able to discover him for some reason that I do not understand. And then on the other side, we have a lot of legitimate players actually getting banned from this system. Because as of right now, firefight system seems to be mostly based off score and kills. Meaning that if you do get 300 kills with Bosk without dying, Firefight will say, hey, you can't get that many kills, you're banned. And then if you do that a couple of times, you will get permanently banned. The same thing happened for Tesco, same thing happened to this guy who posted on Reddit yesterday, and he actually provided all the proof necessary to show that, yes, he was indeed not hacking. He just got banned because he got a lot of kills with Bosk. And I've also seen a lot of other people tweeting me that and emailing me about it, so I just thought that I had to speak up for the community. If you try to dispute these bans and show them proof that you were indeed not hacking, they will just say we had a thorough investigation and nothing else will happen. So to me it seems like Firefight system or Origin has practically zero humans involved, because they don't ban super obvious hackers who are making a name for themselves in the community, which would take a person less than 30 seconds to find and do, and they aren't allowing anyone to dispute their bans if they're getting falsely banned either. So this really shows how broken this system is. To be honest, if it was just hackers not getting banned, that would be one thing, but if we had legit players getting banned over and over, while we have the really obvious cheaters not getting banned, then something is really wrong. The problem is that since it's only based off score, these hackers know that if they get 152 or 150-10 using a normal blaster, the system won't complain. But that's still a really good score that's practically impossible to get. However, if you play as Bosk, then you're really cheating if you get 200 kills, and that is something that is actually possible to do. The problem, as far as I understand it, and I might be wrong here, in that case correct me, is that Frostbite, the engine that Battlefront runs on, as well as Battlefield, always trusts the client. Meaning that these hackers can have cheats that modifies the damage of the weapon, the cooldown of the star cards, and all that kind of stuff, and Frostbite will not complain, and Firefight will not detect these cheats either. Imagine how easy it would be in theory to find all these hackers if you just put in some variable that said, oh, if this guy can one-shot you across the map with a DLT-19, he should get permanently banned instantly. But for some reason they don't have a system like that. And I just really urge them to do something serious about this for the next game. It works pretty good in Battlefield 1. I do know that they don't have a lot of hackers there, but that's because that game is completely different from Battlefront. You don't have something that allows you to get 300 kills. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there should be anything like that in the next game either. However, the anti-cheat system is still fundamentally flawed because of all the things I've brought up in this video. And it also seems like reporting people don't really seem to have any effect, because I do know that this hacker has been reported probably hundreds of times and still haven't been banned. So that is another thing that makes me think that they don't really have any humans involved at all with this anti-cheat system, but it's all automatic, which is why you can't dispute bans and why they don't ban obvious hackers that are kind of making fun of the community at this point. I'm not expecting them to change anything for the current game. Sure, I will probably not be able to stream as much PC gameplay anymore, since the hackers are kind of taking over the community on PC and you can't really do anything to counter them. But I just really hope for the next game, because that's where all the main focus should be. We need a better anti-cheat system for the next game. So please, DICE and EA, do something about that, because it's so extremely frustrating seeing these people who know that they will not get banned. They can upload it to YouTube, they can make fun of the community, they can just jump around and make a name for themselves for hacking, and that really should not be the case. And on the other side, legit players really shouldn't get banned either. So have a system that detects the cheats instead of actually detecting if someone has a high score, because that's not very accurate in terms of finding hackers. But that was all for this video, and that was my message to DICE and EA. Please do something for the next game, or this is going to be extremely frustrating for the PC community. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.